Jokić just delivered a jaw-dropping performance, scoring 55 points on an incredible 91% true shooting. Take a moment to process that. Numbers like these aren't just rare, they're almost unheard of at the highest level of basketball. This wasn't simply another MVP-caliber night from Jokić. It was a masterclass in efficiency and control. Every possession felt deliberate, every shot effortless, as if the game was moving at his pace alone. What made it even more impressive was how easy he made it look. No forced plays, no wasted movement, just complete dominance without breaking a sweat. This wasn't chaos or flash. It was pure basketball intelligence, and Jokić running the game exactly how he wanted.
Jokic, fall away. That's good too!
What Nikola Jokić is doing to start the 2025-26 NBA season has pushed him into an entirely new tier of dominance. This isn't just great basketball, it's something deeper, something more overwhelming. So let's break down how he's doing it, and why opposing teams may not actually have a real solution this time. When you consider how Jokić prefers to play, reading the floor, setting up teammates, and choosing the perfect pass over the perfect shot nearly 90% of the time, the Clippers' game plan made logical sense. As Clippers head coach Ty Lue explained, "Our game plan was to make him score. Take away his passing. Take everybody else out of the game." On the surface, that mission was accomplished. The numbers supported the idea. Over Jokic's career, the Nuggets are 186-63 when he records 10 or more assists, compared to 22-15 when he scores 40 or more points. And in one sense, Los Angeles succeeded. No other Denver player scored more than 18 points. Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, and the rest of the supporting cast combined to shoot 26-4-61 overall and just 8-4-28 from three. Jokic's passing was limited too. He finished with only 6 assists, a season low for one of the greatest playmakers the game has ever seen, and the current league leader in assists per game. But with Jokić, solving one problem simply means choosing a different way to lose. This game came on the second night of a road back-to-back, after he had put up 35 points, 15 rebounds, and 7 assists the night before while missing only 3 shots and committing just 3 turnovers. Against the Clippers, he actually started slow, missing 3 of his first 4 attempts, a left-handed layup in traffic, a short push shot after an offensive rebound, and a wide-open catch-and-shoot 3. And then, he stopped missing. Jokić erupted for 25 points in the first quarter, adding 5 rebounds and just 1 assist as the rest of Denver's starters looked heavy-legged. He simply put the team on his back, outscored the Clippers' entire starting 5 by himself, and did it with ruthless efficiency. In 33 minutes on 23 shots, nothing the Clippers tried worked. They doubled him. They trapped him. They bodied him. None of it slowed him down. Los Angeles dared him to score, and he answered by dragging Denver through fatigue and ripping the win away from them. He had 33 points by halftime, cutting a double-digit Clippers lead down to just 5. Then he opened the second half by hitting his first 7 shots, unleashing a 19-point avalanche that completely flipped the game. By the end of the third quarter, Jokić had 52 points on just 22 shots in 31 minutes, turning a carefully planned defensive strategy into a highlight reel of inevitability. Nikola Jokić is one of the greatest players to ever touch a basketball. Every game feels like a reminder that we will never see anything quite like this again. Enjoy it while it's happening. I know I am.
Spencer Jones. Jokić has done it all tonight. 46 for the Joker now.
Jokić checked back into the game midway through the fourth quarter with Denver already up by 19 points. Head coach David Adelman later defended the decision, explaining that it was simply about closing out a game against a team capable of catching fire from 3 at any moment. 6 minutes later, the result was sealed. After a putback and a free throw, the Nuggets walked away with a 130-116 win, and Jokić walked off the floor having delivered something truly absurd. He finished with 55 points, tying MVP rival Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for the highest single-game scoring performance of the season. Jokić shot 18-4-23 from the field, added 12 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block, and committed just 2 turnovers in 34 minutes. Considering the sheer volume of touches he had, the constant decision-making responsibility, and the fact that the entire defense was focused on stopping him, that efficiency borders on unreal. The shot chart tells the story. Jokic went 8-4-10 at the rim, 5-4-7 from mid-range, 5-4-6 from 3, and 14-4-16 from the free throw line. He dismantled defenders like Ivica Zubac and Brook Lopez in every imaginable way, sprinting off pin downs, popping to the arc after ball screens, facing up in the mid-range, overpowering smaller defenders in the post, and calmly slicing through double teams with surgical precision. This wasn't just dominance. This was Jokic reaching a level that even the league's most efficient scorers have never touched. According to Game Analytics, his performance against the Clippers wasn't just the best game of the season. It was the most productive game of his entire career, regular season or playoffs. That almost doesn't feel real when you consider the long list of historic performances he's already delivered. 3 MVP awards. 7 straight All-NBA selections. And somehow, it still feels like we might be watching the greatest version of Nikola Jokic ever. During Denver's current 6-game winning streak, Jokic is averaging 35. 8 points, 12 rebounds, and 11 assists, while shooting 73. 9% from the field and 6% from three-point range. He's the first player in NBA history to average a 35-point triple-double on over 60% shooting across a 6-game stretch. And because Jokic treats the record books like a routine checklist, he's added yet another absurd accomplishment. Only one player in NBA history has recorded all of the following in the same season: a 50-point game, a 30-15-15 game, and a 25-plus point game without attempting a single free throw. That player is Nikola Jokic, and he did all of it in barely over a week. The context makes it even more ridiculous. The only players in StatHead's database to shoot 75% or better inside the arc for an entire season are Mitchell Robinson, DeAndre Jordan, Jackson Hayes, and Gary Payton II, all players who took fewer than 5 two-point attempts per game. Jokic is taking nearly 12 two-point shots per game from much farther distances against defenses built specifically to stop him, and he's still turning all of it into rubble.
Jokic on DeAndre Jordan. Jokic, and he hooks it in.
Nikola Jokic's touch is unlike anything the NBA has ever seen. Half hooks on the block, tip-in putbacks around the rim, floaters, runners, mid-range turnarounds, and those defender-breaking somber shuffles. Every shot feels guided rather than forced. It's as if each of his fingertips has a mind of its own, working together to persuade the rim to cooperate, turning hard steel into soft cotton for just a split second. That touch is paired with everything else a defense dreads. Jokic has the strength to walk defenders into the restricted area, the quickness to run the floor and create easy early offense, and a three-point stroke that's been over 40% from deep in each of the last 2 seasons. When you combine all of that, you get a level of scoring efficiency we've simply never seen before. The numbers back it up. Jokic is currently shooting 68.4% from the field, which would be the highest mark ever for any player averaging at least 10 shots per game, surpassing even Wilt Chamberlain's legendary 1966-67 season. His 77.3% true shooting, which accounts for twos, threes, and free throws, is on pace to shatter the all-time record among qualifying players. The current record belongs to Robert Williams at 74.5% in 2022-23, achieved largely through dunks and layups. Jokic is doing this while taking a far more diverse and difficult shot diet. But what truly breaks basketball logic, once again, is his touch. It genuinely feels like he never misses a floater. And that might be the most impressive part of his entire game. His passing gets the headlines, but his touch is what quietly destroys teams. These are not easy shots. Jokic is hitting high-arching floaters, running floaters, same foot same hand push shots, and awkward right-handed parachutes from strange angles, all with defenders draped all over him. He knocks them down like he's going through warm-up drills. The floater is one of the hardest shots in basketball to master, yet Jokic has turned it into a cheat code. Most players struggle in that in-between area. Too far for a layup, too close for a comfortable jumper. For Jokic, that space is his playground. Turning, twisting, somber shuffling, he lives in floater range and treats it like a layup line. This is where he truly breaks defenders' brains. Normally, forcing a center into a floater is a win for the defense. You've walled off the layup, protected the rim, and positioned yourself for the rebound. Against Jokic, Giving him a floater is a death sentence. And that touch extends to everything he does around the basket. The way he rebounds. The way he handles the ball. Nothing slips. Nothing gets fumbled. His hands look like magnets. Bad passes, loose balls, 50-50 tips. Jokic simply absorbs them. That's elite coordination. That's elite feel. And it's exactly why he's becoming the player the NBA hoped he wouldn't.
Remember, Adelman said it's turnovers. You got to rebound, you can't turn it over, and the Nuggets have been. Jokic by everybody! And a Serbian slam for the big man.
Nikola Jokić is a 7-foot offensive engine who simply cannot be rushed, pressured, or forced into bad decisions. No matter what a defense throws at him, the game stays on his terms. And the advanced numbers reflect just how overwhelming that control has become. He's currently on pace to set new all-time records in win shares per 48 minutes, box plus-minus, and player efficiency rating. But it doesn't stop there. Jokic also leads the league in both rebounds and assists per game, something no player has ever done over a full season. Wilt Chamberlain once led the NBA in total assists back in 1967-68, but Oscar Robertson still averaged more per game that year. Jokic is also on track to become just the 7th player in NBA history to assist on more than half of his teammates' made baskets. And he's charging toward joining his former teammate Russell Westbrook as the only players ever to average a triple-double in multiple seasons. What makes all of this even more remarkable is that Jokic's touches, time of possession, and usage rate are all down year over year. His post-ups have declined as well. Head coach David Adelman has made it clear that the goal is to get Jokic through games without grinding him down with 25 post-ups every night. It's better for his body, better for his longevity, and better for the long-term rhythm of Denver's offense. Shifting Jokic from the block to the elbows and the top of the key has been a massive win for Denver's offensive ecosystem. Placing him higher on the floor pulls his defender out of the paint and opens up space for split actions, dribble handoffs, and backdoor cuts. According to Synergy, Denver ranks second in the NBA in possessions finished off cuts, scoring 1.39 points per possession, tied for 5th best in the league. With Jokic orchestrating a screen and cut-heavy attack, and Denver's guards and wings happily feasting on the opportunities created by the attention he draws, the scoring efficiency has gone through the roof. The Nuggets currently rank first in offensive efficiency per cleaning the glass, putting up an absurd 131. 3 points per 100 non-garbage time possessions with Jokic on the floor. That level of production goes beyond what even the greatest offenses in NBA history have managed. And somehow, it still feels like there's another gear to reach. Christian Braun and newcomer Cam Johnson are both shooting just 21% from 3. Numbers that should rise as they continue getting the same high-quality looks. And those looks will keep coming, because Jokic will keep creating them. Send extra help, and he'll spoon-feed teammates for easy buckets. Play him straight up, and he'll torture you until you're forced to help, and then he'll start spoon-feeding them again. It's a vicious cycle. And right now, there are no real answers.
All with you tonight. Down the middle to Murray, and he puts it away. Beautiful bounce pass by Nikola Jokić.
Including the playoffs, this was Nikola Jokic's 5th career 50-point game, but unbelievably, it was the first one that actually resulted in a Nuggets win. Last season, he poured in a career-high 61 points, along with 11 rebounds and 10 assists, the most points ever recorded in a triple-double. And yet, Denver still lost 140-139 in overtime to the Timberwolves. Jokic definitely remembered that one. This time, he finally got to celebrate the performance the way it deserved. The win pushed Denver to 9-2, while the Clippers fell to 3-8. It was their first meeting since the Nuggets eliminated Los Angeles in 7 games during last year's Western Conference quarterfinals. In that series, Jokic averaged 24 points per game, the 3rd lowest scoring output of his 16 postseason series, and Ivica Zubac was usually one of the bigs who made him work for everything. Not this time. Denver actually blew a 10-point lead in the first half, and even trailed by 10 just before halftime. But after scoring 25 points in the first quarter, Jokic came out of the locker room and simply stopped missing. Literally. He went a perfect 7-for-7 from the field in the 3rd quarter, and the Nuggets eventually stretched their lead to as many as 22 points in the second half. The 2023 Finals MVP knows this team can be special because of its depth and defense, and they needed both on a tough second night of a back-to-back. Denver finished the game without Cam Johnson and Christian Braun, who exited with right arm and left ankle injuries. Even so, the Nuggets still boast the second-best defense in the NBA, trailing only the defending champion Oklahoma City Thunder, which makes Jokic's offensive dominance on top of that even more absurd. Nikola Jokić has always been unique, but this version of him is something the league hasn't seen before. Smarter, sharper, more efficient, and somehow even more unguardable. This isn't Jokic chasing another MVP award. This is Jokic chasing perfect basketball. If you think Jokic is on pace for one of the most efficient seasons in NBA history, hit the like button and let me know in the comments what's scarier, his passing or his touch. And if you enjoyed this video, check out one of the videos on your screen right now.